Hi, Sujatha. How are you?
Hi, Urmi. I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, thank you so much for doing this interview with me on my YouTube channel. I came across your Instagram account as we both share the same passion of public
Right.
speaking, and I was like, why not invite you and have you to talk about a little bit about what you do, your services, and if you can provide us also some tips about public speaking. So let's start off with you by telling us a little bit about who you are, what you do, what services do you offer, what coaching services do you offer?
Definitely, Urmi. So, Urmi, I am Coach Sujatha Kumari. So, people call me Coach Sujatha Kumari. So, I'm an international public speaking coach. So, I have been offering my public speaking services. Basically, I'm moreover into one on one coaching program where I coach people across the globe. And till now, I have mentored people like Miss Universe, Miss World, and the managing directors, the founders of the company. So, all the creamy people that I have been coaching till now. Yeah.
Okay, wow, that's amazing. Like you're like coaching like big celebrities, I'm assuming.
Yes, yes, indeed.
So I do want to ask a question about public speaking in general, because I think one of the biggest questions that everyone has is how do we conquer the
Right.
fear of public speaking? And a lot of people, they do want to get over this fear, but they never know how to, or the ways. So maybe can you share with us some of the ways people can overcome the fear of public speaking?
Definitely, Urmi. Urmi, before that, I have been coaching people across the globe, okay? And I have coached so many people till now. And before we look forward to get rid of the stage fear, it's very important for us to see why are they experiencing that fear, right? So after coaching so many people and after doing so many personal mentorship, people don't have fear, and the fear is actually coming from the things that they aren't healed with. Okay, so I'll give you an example that before we look forward for the tips and techniques of people, we need to overanalyze, or we just have to go back that what happened with me, why am I this person? Because there are a lot of them, they reach out to me telling that Sujatha, post pandemic I'm like this. Okay, or Sujatha, because when we start doing this RCA, we realize that because I have an unsupportive partner, so I was so confident before the marriage, and after the marriage, I have low self esteem. I'm not confident enough. And this is happening because no matter how much the entire world is going to appreciate that person, but the person will look forward for that 1% appreciation, right? That boosts the confidence again. So it's very important for an individual to heal from their past traumas before they look forward for the tips and techniques. The tips and techniques will work for people, okay? I'm definitely going to share them. The tips and techniques will work until they don't work on their the traumas, like I told
Mhm.
you. Okay, so it's important for them to heal, and that is what I do in my coaching program. That we teach them to heal. Now, after that is done, once they get healed out of it, there are few techniques that they can go through, and they can get rid of their fear. Now, when I talk about this confidence or the stage fear, how can they get rid of it? Let's understand that people don't have stage fear. People have people fear. Okay. Say, for example, I just make you stand in front of, on the stage, in front of the empty auditorium. There's just chairs. You'll definitely not have stage fear. But just in case you have people in front of you, you are going to have this fear, right? And this is one of the number one fear of people. So, there are some techniques people can use to get out of the comfort zone and speak up confidently, get rid of the stage fear. Is that number one, they can do some breathing exercises. Okay,
Mhm.
so breathing exercises helps a lot. Next they can do is that they can practice gratitude, and they can practice some affirmations that they can help it. Like people, they assume that what if this happens, they assume the worst. Okay, they subconsciously think about the worst thing, that what worst can happen, what if I forget, what if this will happen, what if my boss will reject me, okay, what if people will not like it, what if I don't get I don't clear my interview. People are concerned about the worst case scenarios, but what if we start consciously putting that efforts of thinking that what if I do well, what if I can get recognition, what if people will love my content, right? So it's about you switching your mind and consciously putting that efforts, that to just looking forward for what best can happen. Okay, so these are the few tips that they can go forward and they can do. Okay, and it's very important for people, rather than telling that, oh, I'm nervous, people can start telling that I'm excited, I can do this. All right. So yeah, these are few tips that can help people to get out of their comfort zone and get rid of the stage fear.
And I like how you said it's not about the stage fears, it's about people's
The people fear.
Yeah, so can you elaborate a little bit more about that? Is it more like the fear of being judged by people? Like, what is it? What exactly is that fear that you're talking about, people's fear?
So when I talk about people fear, see, fear is fun. Again, fear is fun. When I say, people are like, oh, Sujatha is serious. No, it's not fun at all. So after doing lot of RCA with people, after doing lot of brainstorming activities with people, people are always concerned about people. Now, when I talk about this, if I have to elaborate, people don't want to look like an idiot on the stage. Okay? People are afraid of people's judgment. What if they laugh at me? What if they judge me? But the fun fact is that nobody are there to judge them. Nobody are there to criticize them. Nobody are there to laugh at them. But people are concerned about people's judgment, opinions. Now, where is it coming from? This is coming from the upbringings. When I say people, we are concerned about people, because I'm not sure in Hindi we use it like log kya kahenge. Okay, here in India we say that what will people say, right? So this is coming from parents' upbringing. Now, when we were kids, definitely if there is a baby, if he's shouting or if he's is raising his voice, like, why are you doing this? Keep quiet. Log kya kahenge? Okay, or what are you wearing? Wear properly. Wear good outfit. Log kya kahenge? So since our childhood, a kid has been conditioned in that way that he has been told that what will people think about you. Because of that one thing, the kid who grows up, no matter whatever he tries, it's not just about stage fear. It's about no matter what he tries in life, he's always concerned about people. He wants to try a new business, he's concerned, he's having this lack of confidence. He's having the fear that log kya kahenge? That what if I fail? What will people think? That people might think that I'm a loser. Okay, what if I make mistake? And people will start telling that I told you not to do, right? So we are concerned about people. And this is coming from there. So people, again I repeat, people don't want to look like an idiot on the stage. Because they're concerned about, oh, I look beautiful, and what if I sound dumb? Oh, I come from a very rich family, what if I sound dumb? Oh, I'm the CEO of the company, and what if I don't present well and I lack confidence, and how will my employees or my team members will not take me seriously, right? So they're concerned about looking cool on the stage.
Right.
Yeah,
and it's not something that just applies, like you said, what will people say? Like, it's very much, it basically applies globally to everyone. Like, everyone is just concerned about people's judgment, what they will say. And it's a big fear, because it's not only just about public speaking, but it's pretty much with everything that you want to try in life.
Right.
You're not doing things because of the concern of what people will say, and like you said, we just fear people's opinion and people's judgment. So yeah,
absolutely.
So moving on, about like still going like over the topic of public speaking and going over the challenges. So once you go over that step, and let's say it's your first time speaking and your first time speaking on a stage, what is the best? Like, what would be the best practice or best etiquette? Like, what are some of the top things that someone should know if they're performing for the first time?
Okay, so if someone is performing for the first time, it's very important. There are a few things that they can take care of, okay? Because firstly, it's important for them to understand that it's okay to fumble, it's okay to forget, it's okay to get nervous. But the best etiquette that I can tell you is that to carry confidence is that dress up well, dress appropriately, okay? It's very important, number one, okay? And second thing is reach early at the location. If you're presenting for the first time, it's very important for you to stay disciplined, reach early, and it is having a lot of benefits that, you get adjusted, you get adapted to the new environment. When you reach early, you give yourself some time. So the second thing is this. And the third thing is start with a strong opening. Okay, because these days people are losing attention.
Right.
And in just see, even if we are scrolling a reel, even if the video is not interesting for next 2-3 seconds, we're scrolling it off, we're just skipping to the other video. So people lose their attention, their focus. So start with the strong opening so that in the first few seconds you grab their attention. All right. And the fourth thing is that speak clearly, take pauses, speak clearly, and stay with the topic. Okay, these are few things, and most importantly, these things are fine, but handle your nerves gracefully. Because people think, especially beginners, they think that, oh, I might go wrong, what will happen? I am very nervous. They keep telling this thing. But let's understand, even a professional public speakers do have stage fear. Right? The one know how to tackle it, the other they don't know how to tackle it.
Mm-hmm.
So they just have to handle the nervousness gracefully and things will work out for them. And a pro tip if I have to give you, that the moment they'll keep the public speaking as a conversation, things will work in their favor. I keep telling this one thing to everyone, is that public speaking is a conversation that happens between one to many. It's not just that you learn from here, you omit and come back. And you're not worried about people. So become an audience-centered speaker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I would definitely say that interaction is essential too.
Very true.
Which goes back to what you said, you want to keep your audience engaged,
right.
Because they lose their attention span is not that long. And if you don't have a good introduction and you're not interacting with them, you're basically losing them. And one of the things that I actually learned about public speaking is that public speaking, like when you're giving a speech, is never about the speaker, it's more about the audience, because they're paying you. Yeah, it's they're paying you to basically listen to you because they want to get something out of it. And I think that's fundamental, because we just think, oh yeah, it's just all about myself, it's all about about my life, but it's really not that. It's about what they can get from your speech. So it's really about giving key takeaway messages. And I do like the point how you said that it's about a conversation. I think we often forget that it's not really a monologue, but it's you really speaking to a bigger audience. So I definitely agree on that, and I'm definitely learning something new as well.
Yes. Most importantly, again, people, especially the beginners who are going for the first time on the stage, they think that they might judge me again. They think that the people who are sitting in front of them, maybe there are 100 people in front of them, and maybe the expressions of the audience are different. One might be definitely listening to the speaker, the other might be just sitting like this, the other might be scrolling the phone. It could be like you might have a different set of audience in front of you. But what beginners, they assume that, oh, I am sounding boring, because of which his expressions is like this. Yeah. But what we forget is that we don't have to take the entire blame on us. Number one, because his day might have started wrong, or maybe he might be in some other trouble, or he might be thinking something else. But on the other hand, what we can do is that when audience is sleeping, someone has to wake them up. That speaker can do that. And speaker can do that by hooking them at the start so that they listen. When the speaker tell the audience that where they're heading and what they're going to learn and how the entire session is going to help them, definitely they're going to listen to them.
Yeah.
And that is where we say is that if they start to doing audience analysis before they are on the stage, when they know what problem the audience is facing and what solution I have to go with, automatically they are gonna listen to you. You don't even have to put that effort, because they are hurt over here and they need something to cure this. Okay, so that's where the audience analysis comes.
Definitely, yes, I agree with you on that. It's about providing a solution to a problem, like you're curing them basically from something. Yes, I agree. Moving on to the next question. Now everything pretty much it's hybrid. So a lot of the things, happen in person. A lot of the other stuff like training, presentation, workshop, they are also delivered through Zoom or online. So what is the best etiquette in that case? Because I think a lot of people forget that it's very, very hard to give a presentation on Zoom? Because sometimes you don't see the audience, sometimes maybe you see them, but they're doing something else. So what are some of the best practices when it comes to that?
Cool. So after pandemic, I started doing online completely because I'm a public speaking coach. So I was more often on offline, and when we shifted as a public speaking coach, it was really difficult for us to, find out people, fix them, and ask them to switch on their cameras. Yes, it takes time. Okay. But what are the things that I learned, and what are the things that people can take away from this? The answer that I'm going to give is that majorly, when you get on a Zoom call, say for example, I am a speaker. So, like again, I get back to the same answer that I told, that tell people that why this is important. And initially, when I was doing Zoom call, when I got started online, when I was doing Zoom call, I had to repeat to everyone. I had to really put pressure that, oh, switch on your cameras and this and that, because people wants to watch the video in a comfort zone. But what I changed in my entire approach is that people were added in the group before they get on a Zoom call with me for the workshop, for the session, for the training. I have given them a clear instructions. That is, I have set the expectation. Setting an expectation is very important. I have set an expectation that you got to switch on your camera. You got to make sure that you are here till the end. These are the learnings. So make sure that you set an expectation, number one, and make sure you tell them what they're going to learn out of this entire Zoom meeting. Okay, so that's very important. Now, when I talk about etiquettes, as a speaker or as a presenter, or you are going to give your interview, or you're going to address your team meetings, team members, it's very important for you to stay calm, stay in the safe, quiet space, number one, and don't have a distracted background. You can have a neutral background where it is not too much distractive, because people focus should be on you, not on your background. Okay. And most importantly, make sure you are on time, because on the other hand, make sure you are prepared for the worst. For that, when I say technical glitches happens more often, and internet glitches happen, internet connectivity, all of these are very common when we meet people online, right? So it's very important for us to make sure that we have a backup. Say for example, people, they don't have power backup at home. So what is an alternative for you? Okay, fix that up, have a backup. Or maybe you don't have an internet connectivity. Maybe you can quickly switch off to the phone Wi-Fi, whatever it is. So make sure you are ensuring that everything is fine. And most important, the lighting. Along with the lighting, it's important for you to test your mic, test your camera, internet connection before you come on the meeting. So I personally, what I do is that even we had a meeting, Zoom meeting. Anytime I have my important meetings, or no matter whatever meetings I do, I make sure I sit at least 15 minutes early in front of the laptop. Even now, I was just fixing around where's the Zoom link and everything before we meet. So these things takes time, right? And even I opened my Zoom, I made sure that I'm fitting in well in the Zoom, my cameras are right, everything is great before I get on a call with you. So you also have to familiarize yourself with the Zoom and dress appropriately. Again, I told you, because this is something most of them, they are comfortable working from home. So it's very important that, it's important to dress up well and groom yourself well.
Yeah, definitely. And I agree with you on that, especially with the glitches. They happen so often nowadays, and you being late, you not being able to start the call, people get really frustrated. So
Right.
it's already hard to give a speech, but it's even harder when you give it virtually.
Right. Very true.
So this concludes our interview. But before I let you go, I do have 5 rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Sure, I am.
Okay, you have to be very quick, so don't think too much about the answers. It's whatever comes to you first in your mind. Okay. So the first question is, if you could instantly learn a skill, what would it be?
Sales.
What is it?
Sales
Sales?
skill. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
That's one thing. Yeah. Sales and marketing would be first.
Okay, gotcha. Sales. Okay. The second question, the most unusual food you have ever tried?
Oh, I'm not a foodie person, but now if I have to tell you, in India, that I have tried this aloo paratha and chai, which is unique that I love it. So if you know aloo paratha and chai, so we
Yes.
usually have it with other gravies or the chutney, but I have it with chai and aloo paratha, the combo, and that's a weird food, weird thing that I usually do. Like I love eating that way. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Sounds
not a
good.
foodie though. I am not a foodie though. I don't try much outside, but I'm more of an indoor person, so I'm homemade person again. I cook at
Okay.
home. Yeah.
Gotcha. The best concert you have ever been?
I have not been to any concert yet.
Okay, not yet. Okay, the best is
Looking
yet to
forward
come.
again.
Is yet to
Yeah.
come. Okay.
But the thing happened was we were having this Dandiya nights like last year. We were in India during Dashera. So moreover, the Dandiya nights turned into a concert. So that was my first experience. But I've not been particularly to any concert yet.
Okay. Okay. Your favorite show to binge watch?
Oh, again, I'm not a person who watched the show. So wrong question again
Okay,
for me.
that's all good.
It's been a while. It's been a while that I've binge watched yet because of the packed schedule. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, if you ask me, initially I used to watch Tarak Mehta a lot here
Which
in
one?
India. Again,
Okay,
Tarak
yeah.
Mehta.
Okay,
Yes.
no, okay. Yeah, I have a global audience, so I don't know if they ever heard that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Anyway, the last question is your favorite snack. I know you mentioned like the aloo paratha, but do you have a particular favorite snack?
I'm a momo person again.
Okay.
Momo person again. I eat a lot of momos, but I'm a diet person again, so I balance both of it. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Well, that concludes our 5 rapid fire questions. Before I let you go, do you want to tell us where people can find you?
Sure. So I'm on Instagram, so people can just search as Coach Sujatha Kumari. You could put the link on the below the video. People can search. I have 2 Instagram page, so if people want to connect to me personally, they can get in touch with me with Coach Sujatha Kumari, and I do have other Instagram which is public speaking tips. So these are 2 Instagram accounts, and they can find me on LinkedIn as just Sujatha Kumari. They'll be able to connect. And on YouTube, people can search as Sujatha's Talk Show. They can just search as Sujatha's Talk Show. So I'm also active on YouTube. The long form videos about public speaking comes over there every week, Saturday, so they can find me there as well.
Okay, well, thank you so much for this very insightful conversation today. I also learned a lot of great things, and I will put all the links to your social media in the description below. So thank you again for being here with me. Bye.
Thank you, Urvi. Thank you so much for inviting.